What's up guys, my name is Hapa and today I'm going to be showing you how I make most of my money on customs. Customs is a very good map to make money. It typically doesn't matter where you spawn, you want to just be hitting these like specific locations. I'm going to be putting up maps showing exactly what spots I'm hitting. I'll show you my escape route as well, exact as I do it. And just be sure, if this video has helped you in any way, shape, or form, to just leave a like and comment. Possibly subscribe, I don't know. It's up to you. For this video, I'm going to be doing it in offline mode to make life easy. What's important here is showing you the spots where all the money is. So this is the first building that we're going to be going to, Warehouse 6. Most often than not, when I loot this building, I'm already full and heading to extract. However, what's key about making money in these runs is that you know the value of items. You always want to check these jackets here, spawn rare keys. There's been times where I've came out with multiple factory keys, marked room key, and whatnot. Over here on this couch, you get a golden chain spawn. You get MREs, Aquamari, water, Iskra lunch boxes, so if you need that for a quest, you can do that. In this room here on the shelves, you'll be finding any of the hideout items necessary to upgrade your hideout. Search here. You can get weapons. I found M4 in this crate before. Some weapon mags. Got filter can spawn over here. Filter can spawn here. Tubes. We have more weapon parts. This table especially has weapon parts. Food can spawn here. Meds will typically spawn on this sleeping bag, mattress topper, whatever you want to call it. This room in here is pretty good. If you have good RNG, you can get food, BS ammo, 7 and 39. Typically, if something spawns over here at this point in time making this video, whatever spawns here cannot be picked up sometimes. It's a bug. Over here on Toilet Head's wrist can be the roller submarine watch. Behind here can be a horse, a cat, golden chain, chainlet. In here you can get food, ammo, sugar. You want to come down here when you're done looting that area. If you have USEC stash key, you can hit up that door and that door. I typically don't. I don't see the point in investing in the key for 400k just for it to not make me that much money in the long run. These shelves here spawn barter goods, hideout items, weapon parts. It's typically random. In here there's ammo spawns, 7 and 39, BS ammo typically I find in there. This room I'm running up to here is especially pretty good. Over here underneath the table you can get GPUs, Tetris, CPU fans, relays. You want to check these computers for GPUs. CPU fan spawns here, Tetris spawns there. When doing these runs, you want to get through as fast as possible. Over here can spawn moonshine, vodka. Typically you want to search these duffel bags. You get a lot of stuff in here, hoses, FCons. Make sure you check these jackets as you can get a lot of good keys, as I've said previously. With doing these runs, sure it can spawn here. With doing these runs, you want to get through the map as quick as possible. After I show all the spots that I hit, I'm going to show one of my live loot runs so you guys can see exactly what I'm getting, what I'm dropping, and whatnot. It's always good to show a live demonstration. I'm typically just showing you this so you guys can see what you should be looting, where you should be looking. Helixes. Over here can be a filter or a fuel. You want to search in here, you can get a NaCl, blood sets if you need them for a quest. I found ophthalmoscopes in that bag before as well. Like I said, it doesn't matter what order you hit these buildings in, but this is typically what I do 9 out of 10 times. You just want to make sure you want to be getting these spots as they do generate a lot of rewards. Over here is a Jaeger stash you can check. There, an airframe. It's not like I'll be keeping any of this stuff, but it's good to show you what kind of loot there is. Over here on the floor you can find filters, tubes, filter absorbers, fuel, blue fuel, green fuel, whatever. See, all this loot, all this money. You want to go up here. There's a grenade box you can search right there. These tool sets, toolboxes are really what you want to be searching, as you get most of your money out of these. Plexos over here. Sometimes there'll be items underneath like LCDs, relays. You want to check that. These computers, obviously, GPUs, flash drives, CPU fans right now, power supply units, all of that mumbo jumbo. Showing you guys this exactly as I would do it. And this method here has allowed me to get up to 50 million rubles before I was even done with my quests. But that was without investing any money into hideout. I didn't really start my hideout until I was level 40. That's why I'm sitting at around 30 mil right now. You want to be checking here. This is a Jaeger stash you can get. A good reference for this is that's the ZB extract. It's in the bush right there. Another stash that I typically hit is over this way. These Jaeger stashes are optional for the most part. If you find yourself not having a lot of loot on you by this point already, just hitting the buildings, I'm already pretty much full. But these Jaeger stashes could really top you off. So you get all this stuff here. Bolts are bigger right now. I also hit a toolbox that's in there. The bush that's right there, there's a Jaeger stash inside it, but be careful when looting it. If Sniper Scav is up over here, he will shoot you. I forgot to mention this building right here. This building here, Dead Scav, has Dead Scav loot pools, typically like Jaeger stashes. As you can see, you can get a base and ammo on him. This toolbox here is pretty good. If you want, you can go up to the top. There's a big green weapon crate. You can find Red Rebel in that. There's one over there as well. I typically ignore those because by this point I'm already full. And it's not really worth making all that noise and alerting players. If they hear that metal, they know exactly where you are. This here is USB van. Flash drives can spawn in the USB ports here, or sometimes they'll be here. Sometimes they'll be floating in the air. Search these computers, you can maybe get a GPU. The CPU fans are good too. Okay. Now we're gonna head to the other side of the map. Remember guys, if this video helps you in any way, please leave a like. So this is another Jaeger stash. I typically always hit this Jaeger stash, as this is the way I usually take when I'm rotating, as I found it's the most safest and I don't encounter a lot of players. This run is typically low risk as long as you avoid the areas players are in. Typically people will be fighting near the checkpoint, or there'll be like a gas station by now. Sometimes I've found player scavs or players sitting in this building. But this is another slept-on spot. People that spawn here never check this spot most of the time. So these shelves here, they can spawn random items like razors, fuel, blood set, propane. Even this jacket here, I found multiple FCONs in it. I found propane tank in it. Speak of the devil, FCON. I found fuel in that jacket. People on Reddit have posted them finding med boxes or mag cases. So I'm going to show you guys how I leave. I never go through old gas unless I'm confident nobody's there or I need scav kills. So the extract that I'm going to be taking, this is completely optional. You can run to the opposite side of the map. However, you are putting yourself at risk as a lot of players like holding the choke points. What I'll typically do is I'll come in through here. I'll turn on the power for the ZB13 extract. And I run back. I never run through this building. The loot in here isn't really worth it unless you really have, you know, if you're not really full at that point, you might as well, but there's no notable spots and people like to camp in it. So now, if you're not heavy at the point of making this video, level 15 strength, to avoid going through this altogether, I will more often than not hit this jump. As of making this video right now, this has not been patched yet, but there's no trick to it. Just simply jump up there, stop moving, tap W, jump. Sometimes I won't even get to this spot, as if I usually spawn on that side of the map where I came from. More often than not, I'm already full, so I don't need to hit this up. But if I feel like my loot is lacking, I'll typically hit this up. Keep in mind you're very exposed in this position, so be fast. Technical supply crate here. You can get a duffel bag here. Ammo spawns there, food as well on the mattress pad. So down here is a Jaeger stash. It's right there behind the bush. When you're crawling through, you can find it. Here's another spot I typically hit up. Like I said, these spots are in the open, so you're more at risk. You want to reduce the amount of risk as possible, but if you're feeling ballsy, go for it. Be my guest. I'm not your mom, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Get really good loot here. Technical supply crates and toolboxes are really good for loot. Another tech crate that you can hit is this one right here. Again, it's exposed. People up there will hear you and shoot down on you, so be mindful of that. So this is typically the last building I'll hit, as the extract is right underneath me. Like I said, taking this extract is entirely optional. All you need to do it is have a factory key, which at this point in time is currently 61k on the flea market. So right here we have a toolbox that you want to hit, a tech supply crate that you want to hit. This is a ration crate that you want to hit. You can get Tashankas and all that mumbo jumbo in there. Squash. This is a medical supply crate you want to hit. You can get Soliwas, NaCl. So you want to go down here. So at this point, I'm like heading to extract, but if you want, you can hit these two rooms. That room there, and this room here. I'm gonna show you a spot here. Iskra lunchboxes spawn here more often than not. Here underneath you can get gold chain spawns. I believe you can also get a roller submarine watch, but I'm not entirely too sure. Make sure you mouse over it and see if your perception dot pops up. Duffel bag, green crate, food spawns. I'm gonna shit. You can get Soliwas here too, meds, IFAC, whatever. Here you want the 2 jackets. You want weapon crate, med box, CMS kits spawn here. Weapon crate, weapon box. This is medical? Yeah, medical. Another medical crate that you can hit for NaCl, Soliwas, pile of meds, aniline painkiller, whatnot, all that nonsense. And now we extract. And that, guys, is my loot run. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment.